Hey everybody, Travis here at Kodiak Steel Buildings with my sidekick here, Hannah, my 9-year-old daughter. Just wanted to talk a little bit about Kodiak Steel Buildings and the fact that we've been here in the Coboconk area, Kawartha Lakes, for approximately 6 years now. Kodiak Steel Buildings is a steel building pre-engineered company that offers steel buildings. We design steel buildings, manufacture, deliver steel buildings. And Coboconk has been a great spot for us to be able to build our business and really expand throughout all of Kawartha Lakes. As many people know, we get a lot of people from that have cottages in Kawartha Lakes, come from the city. So it allows us to expand even broader than the Kawartha Lakes. We've had a lot of opportunities with the Chamber of Commerce in Coboconk that has allowed us to be at events like the Freshwater Summit, which was a lot of fun. You were involved with that.
Yeah.
What was the one thing at the Freshwater Summit that you really enjoyed?
Me and my friend were both on a poster there.
Yeah, and you became pretty famous, didn't you? Yeah. No, we have a lot of good opportunities. And again, being part of the Chamber of Commerce has allowed us to just reach out to so many of not only residents, but many other people. We have done over 25 buildings just within a 15-kilometer radius, and that's allowed us to continue to grow and grow and grow. So for anybody that's looking for a great quality steel building, you definitely have to reach out to us at www.kodiaksteelbuildings.com and just reach out, and we can offer to design any building that you're looking for. Right now, we're actually sitting in a steel building, which is actually a home. So we not only build just garages, commercial buildings, but we also build homes as well. So we've been able to get a good footprint in this area to start building homes. So it gives people another opportunity other than your traditional wood style homes, that you can actually do a steel building home, which is kind of neat to live in, right? It's kind of fun. I don't know if you can see in the background, but we have a swing hanging up on the stairs, which is kind of neat. Yeah, right in the local area, we have Head Lake, Balsam Lake, Shadow Lake, 3 great lakes right in the local area, and Balsam Lake's right on the Trent Severn. So you could go for miles and miles and miles, days and days and days, and have a great time. So
Yeah.
It's all nice and local. So what I'd like to do is show a couple videos that Kodiak Steel Buildings has put together, and some great drone footage of some of the nice projects that we've done, and some good highlight reels of agricultural, Ryan Arenas, commercial projects. Take a look and let us know what you think. Hey everybody, Travis here at Kodiak Steel Buildings at another custom design build that we have taken care of for a very special customer. We're here at Clymuskogah up in Bracebridge, Ontario, Canada. Now in this building, it was completely custom job, right from A to Z, in order to design this building where we had the clear height of the building, but also to accommodate all these rock walls that you see behind me. Now, all these rock walls are actually supported by the building as well. So everything kind of worked hand in hand with one another. We have liner panels in the back. The R50 roof insulation system keeps this building very warm and toasty in the wintertime. So it's an excellent add-on to any steel building that anybody's looking for. Now, if anybody's looking for a real high quality steel building, you gotta visit us at www.kodiaksteelbuildings.com. what's one good key aspect of living in this nice small town? What do you really enjoy about it?
Because like my friends are kind of close to me, so I can play with them more.
Yeah, exactly. And it's a nice small school, right? So you have a lot of close friends. So that's what we really enjoy about living in Kawartha Lakes and living in the Coboconk area, is that, you know, we have a nice tight-knit family of friends, and it's not like the big cities. And that's why we decided to move out of the city and move to a smaller area. Live on a farm. We got lots of animals, horses, goats. It's a lot of fun. It's a nice area to live in. So, you know, having our business here and having our family here is a great place. It's a great opportunity. And we have lots of opportunities to expand the business as well. So anybody that is looking to live in a small town, I highly recommend it. I think you would as well, wouldn't you? Yeah. With all the lakes and the fishing, we have lots of opportunities in the summertime to do a lot of different boating events and, you know, get out and fish and tube and do all that fun stuff. But even in the winter as well, we have snowmobile trails, we do tobogganing, we do a lot of stuff, even ice fishing. So the ice fishing we never did before we ever moved here. So that was something definitely new for us. So we definitely enjoy the Coboconk area. And again, if anybody's looking for a real good quality steel building, reach out to us at www.kodiaksteelbuildings.com.
Several years ago, one of our previous mayors came to me and said these walls he considers to be one of the 7 great wonders of the Kawartha Lakes. Hi, I'm Doug Patterson. We're here just east of Kirkfield, and these walls were commissioned in 1880 by my great-great-grandfather, George Laidlaw, on his Fort Ranch property. Laidlaw was born in Scotland in 1829 and emigrated to Toronto in 1855. He fell in love with the area and in 1871 purchased land on the western shore of Balsam Lake. Laidlaw soon became known as the Lord of Bexley, and in 1880 he commissioned a Scottish stonemason, Mr. Scott, to build these walls. With a great deal of skill and dedication, he methodically built 10,000 feet of walls over 10 years. The walls stretch for more than a mile along Balsam Lake Drive. Several walls also run in a perpendicular direction down to the shore of the lake. So this stone has been in the wall since it was built in the 1800s. It originally said Laidlaw Brothers, B-R-O-S, as George Laidlaw, when he passed away in 1889, 2 of his sons and one of his sons-in-law started a company, Laidlaw Brothers, and expanded the cattle and sheep breeding operation which George had. So this is a very cool stone that still forms part of the wall today. The walls have no mortar and can last more than 200 years with regular maintenance. The land here has very little soil, and as such the walls are built close to the limestone bedrock, which adds to their stability. The walls are easily viewed from the road, and for a great family photo, visit in early June when hundreds of lilacs behind the walls are in full bloom. My family has been here since 1870, and my children are the 6th generation to live on this property and cottage and summer here. It's a tremendous privilege to be a part of this a piece of history in the Coboconk area, and we feel very lucky to have the temporary ownership of the property, as we really feel that we're just caretakers and we're here to pass along the heritage to our children and future generations of Laidlaws. Frequently when we're working on the walls or just walking up and down the road, people will stop in their cars and ask, where did these walls come from and who built them? Because they're such a unique feature that you don't really see anywhere else in the area. This is my brother-in-law, Cam Reed. He does a lot of great work on the walls, and he's going to show you a little bit about what he does here in the restoration.
The biggest enemy to these walls are falling trees, of course, and snowplows, so we have to repair them every now and then. And this is what I'm doing here. I'm repairing probably a piece that some flying snow from a snowplow pushed over. As you can see, we've done a lot of this in the last 10-15 years or so and restored these walls, and they are absolutely magnificent and a lot of fun to work on as well. It's really quite basic. There's just two ingredients, and that's the stone and muscle, and a little bit of know-how, of course. I try to use these as little as possible because part of the old-time stone wallers will tell you they don't even need tools. They just basically take the stone as is and place it in the wall. But every now and then we'll shape a stone, particularly the ones that go on the top here. The coping will sort of chip off the edges just to give them a little bit of shape and give them the sort of roundness so they are aesthetically pleasing, and you can see that they're consistently placed on the top. And this coping is quite important because it binds the two sides of the wall together and allows the snow and the rain and everything else to fall off the wall as well. Build these walls pretty similar, I think, to how they built them back in the day. We generally place the larger stones at the bottom with the longer axis into the wall for stability, and then we build around the wall, the larger stones with smaller stones to keep them in place, and that's called hearting as well, which is a key reason why these walls have stood the test of time. And then we have the ledge stones, which are basically placed in courses. Try to overlap the seams as much as possible to give it the stability. And every now and then we have what's called a through stone that goes from one side of the wall to the other, which again lends stability to the wall. Once we build that up and fill it in with the hearting in the interior of the wall, which gives it the density and mass that you need to have, we finish the wall with smaller ledge stone and arrange what is called coping here at the top of the wall. And this coping is placed on a little bit of an angle so that gravity gives it basically works in our favor for us so that they don't move that readily. So they resist the snow plows and the snow piling up on them a little bit. And if it's all built properly, it will basically stand for 200 years or more.
I'm one of the 3 siblings that have the privilege of being caretakers of this incredible property and these beautiful stone walls. And my husband Cam, who happens to be a geologist, so things fell into place as I chose my life partner. My grandmother, who is one of the matriarchs of this property, said to me when I told her I was going to marry Cam that she said, "Wonderful, he has big muscles, he'll be helpful with the walls." From there, Cam developed a passion and a pastime to maintain and curate these walls. It's a lifelong passion of his. So I'm very proud of him, and he spends a lot of time, maybe a little too much, out here enjoying the walls, but they are certainly here for everyone to appreciate. On behalf of all of our family, welcome and enjoy the walls. Here we are on Balsam Lake. We're in West Bay. Right over there is the opening of the Trent Canal, and we're on we are on the highest point on the planet for a freshwater lake that you can travel down to the ocean. So that's a fantastic acclimate of Balsam Lake. Another wonderful opportunity for boaters as they're going in and out of the canal or just enjoying the lake boating is that they can see this beautiful wall all the way from the shoreline, stretching all the way up through this property, and then all throughout the area. So they're here to enjoy, and from either the lake or the road.
It's quite interesting, at the end of the wall, they place these stones on top of the wall, these rounded stones, so they're on every corner pretty much, which is aesthetically very pleasing. And the wall endings themselves, you tend to have more through stones from one end to the wall to the other, so that it gives it more stability because it just doesn't have the stone on the other side to keep it in place. This has been rebuilt a couple of times because the ice has come up and taken this corner out, but it still withstands the elements remarkably well.
In order to allow the animals to cross the road safely, lunky holes were built into the walls. And there's one here and there's one on the other side of the road as well. You can see there's a nice lintel on top and some other stones facing that. So as a demonstration, Ruby, come. Good girl. Right. Well done, Ruby. So there's over a mile of walls, and it's a great community, unique piece, which we get lots of people asking us, where did these walls come from and who built them? And my neighbors and I, and my brother-in-law in particular, take great pleasure in helping rebuild them and restore them for the enjoyment of all of the community. These walls are very unique. As you can see, we believe they are the longest dry stone walls in Canada, and it's a great place to take your family, a great place to take some pictures, and walk through the nature and see something that's been here for so long, and it is really quite beautiful. If you'd like to come by and you'd like to know more about how you could do that, you can contact me, Doug Patterson, at The Pattersons, 1 T in Patterson, thepattersons@rogers.com.
We are at 6923 Highway 35, Cobeconk, Ontario. Go-karts and ice cream, yeah. No bumping, banging, or cutting off. Okay? It's just under a quarter-mile track. Got lots of left-hand turns. Nobody's got hurt in 7 years, so let's keep it that way. And then after you're done that, you can come back in and get all the ice cream, Kawartha ice cream you like, or we got so much stuff in that store. Everybody has a hoot. They dance to the old time music and just have a fun time. Okay, so welcome to Cobeconk Go-Karts. Thanks for coming. No bumping, banging, or cutting off. That's serious. We don't need anybody to get hurt. Okay, I want you to press the brake pedal right now. Is it hard? Okay, that means you got brakes. So when your time is up, this means one more time around. You only go one more time after that. We'll be right here. You go around one more time. That's it.
We have many, many loyal customers and people that come back every year. We even have one family where the young lad started and he could not go on that go-kart without being a passenger because he was under the 52 inches. And now this summer he came in and he's like 6 feet tall, still loves to do go-karting. They come for a week every year and they come every day, 10 o'clock, they're waiting for that door to open. And sometimes Dad goes, sometimes they both go, not together obviously, because he's too big to go as a double. And but he goes every day that he is up here. We have many, many customers that their flow up and down to the cottage that's in other places, this is their stop. It's either a meeting place that they meet other people to have their treat on the way home, but it's a tradition, and that's what they tell us all the time. This stop is a tradition for us. We're a little hidden treasure in Cobeconk, Ontario, which is part of Kawartha Lakes, and it's the most fantastic place to come and see. The lakes is the reason people come to Kawartha Lakes. We have fabulous fishing. The very first week that we lived here, my husband and I went out fishing and he caught the most amazing fish in our first 10 minutes out. Who can say that in most places? So we have great fishing, great reasons to come here. It is a happening place where people have a lot of fun. That's why people come, is our go-karts, our mini putt. But when you come inside, it's the look on people's faces is with awe and excitement, because I liken it to it's a carnival without being a carnival. We've got soft pretzels, we've got funnel cakes, we've got hot dogs, pizza, popcorn, all made in-house. I've always said we have something for everyone from the age 1 to 101. That there's the nostalgia side of our candy. There's, you know, it doesn't matter how old you are, you're going to say, I remember that, because we've got things that you haven't seen in a long time. One of the things that we have tried really hard to develop and will continue to develop is that you're not going to see the things on our shelves that you see in every other store. We've got things from all over the world and other parts of the country. It's a little taste of home for other people right here in little old Cobeconk. We've done community events where they're looking for platters and trays and sandwiches and wraps and so on. We do charcuterie boards. You don't want to cook at the campsite or at the cottage. I make everything that's cooked and frozen, and it's just a matter of reheating. During our season, we are officially open from May long weekend to Thanksgiving. May and June and September, October is Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But every other day of the week, we're just a phone call away. And in July and August, we are 7 days a week, open from 10 in the morning until 9 at night. Go-karts do close at 8, so we ask people to be here by 7:30 for go-karting. But everything else is open until 9. Just to tell you about our own family, our grandchildren absolutely love coming. I'm considered ice cream grandma. They absolutely adore the go-karts as they're getting older. One grandson absolutely loves to sit and have afternoon tea. So that's kind of fun that, you know, my 8-year-old grandson just loves doing tea with grandma. So this has got a special spot in all of our grandchildren's hearts. My own clotted cream, I make my own scones. Sometimes you get a cannoli, sometimes you get a cream puff. Well, you always get a cream puff and a French macaron, but sometimes what's called a creamed horn, also with the clotted cream in it instead of whipped cream, and chocolate dipped strawberries. So I do want to have all fresh ingredients and make it fresh for you, so you can't just walk in and find afternoon tea in a box waiting for you. You do have to order in advance. So it's just another unique thing that we have brought in to bring to little old Cobeconk in Kawartha Lakes. In the off season, we're a phone call away, appointment or by chance. And we have lots that can keep the local people really excited about this store. We are seeing more and more people move to Kawartha Lakes and to Cobeconk, and that's very exciting for us as small businesses to see more people moving here and calling this home. So if you're coming from the south, we are about 2 to 3 minutes north of the little village of Cobeconk, and we are 5 minutes south of Norland. We're on the west side of Highway 35, and it is a flow through that'll take you down to Lindsay and up to Huntsville, Dorset, all those places. So it's a really lovely, gorgeous drive in any time of year, but the fall changing leaves are pretty spectacular around here. We offer fantastic birthday packages. It's a build your own. You can do just mini putt, you can do mini putt and go-kart. Because our mini putt is play as many rounds as you want, you can kind of fill the party with, okay, let's mini putt, and then we'll go go-karting, and then we'll have some hot dogs or pizza or whatever you ask us to make for you. We will work with the budget of your party. But one of the really fun things that I think is fun is, and we can do 2 themes, either a girly girl theme or a go-kart theme, and more people than not choose the go-kart theme. Once everybody has decorated their treat, then we sing happy birthday, we do the big how old are you stuff, and then everybody eats their cupcake and so on, and they can go back and do some more mini putt, do some go-karting. Why do people come to Cobequid go-karts? Primarily the go-karts and the mini putt, but once coming inside, there's a whole little world that's a bit of a hidden secret of what's in here.